Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Yarn-addict, and this is the final part of my crochet alphabet Afghan series. In the previous parts we made blocks of all the alphabets starting from A to Z, and you can find them all in a neatly organized playlist on my channel. And now is the most exciting time of putting all of our blocks together into a cute little Afghan. So now that we have all of the blocks, we have a lot of different ways to stitch them together. You can either make 4 filler blocks for 4 corners like option 1 here, or put 4 blocks around the letter Z on the last row, or have just 2 fillers around the letters Y and Z, and so on and so forth. It's totally up to you how you arrange the blocks. I'm gonna go with the first option here and make 4 blocks of the smiley emoticon, which looks like this, and I'm gonna put 1 on each corner of my Afghan. So let's make the smiley block first, and then we will move on to stitching the blocks together. Let's go. Alright, for the smiley block, just like every other block that we have done till now, start with the slip knot, 14 chain stitches and 3 rows of single crochet in every stitch. That's gonna be your rows number 2, 3 and 4, which will have 13 single crochets each, and I will show you what needs to be done from row number 5 onwards. So let's start with the slip knot and 14 chain stitches. Once you're done with 3 rows of single crochet, you'll be at the end of row number 4. For row number 5, chain 1, turn your work and start with 3 single crochets. And after 3 single crochets, we need 4 pairs of a bobble stitch and a single crochet. So let's start with the first one. The first single crochet. Bobble stitch for pair number 2, and single crochet for pair number 2. bobble stitch for pair number 3, single crochet number 3, and we need one more pair. And then the single crochet for pair number 4. After that you would be left with 2 single crochets to end row number 5. Chain 1, turn your work, do row number 6, which you know very well as a row of single crochet in every stitch. For row number 7, chain 1, turn your work, start with 2 single crochets. Followed by a bobble stitch. And then we need to do 7 single crochets. Followed by a bobble stitch. And 2 single crochets in the end. That was row number 7. For row number 8, chain 1, turn your work, and you know very well it's gonna be a row of single crochet in every stitch. Okay, chain 1, turn your work, and for row number 9, let's start with 1 single crochet, a bobble stitch after that, followed by 3 single crochets, one bobble stitch after that, followed by a single crochet and another bobble stitch. Okay, after that we need 3 single crochets, one bobble in the next stitch, and end this row with the last single crochet. Chain 1, turn your work and do row number 10, which is gonna be a row of single crochet in every stitch. For row number 11, chain 1, turn your work and start with 1 single crochet, a bobble stitch in the next stitch, two single crochets after that, followed by a bobble stitch, three single crochets after the bobble, do a bobble stitch in the next stitch, two single crochets after that, and the last bobble stitch for this row. And end this row with the last single crochet. Okay, chain 1, turn your work and let's do row number 12, which is gonna be a row of single crochet in every stitch. For row number 13, chain 1, turn your work. Let's start with the single crochet, bobble stitch in the next, followed by 1 single crochet again, and a bobble stitch in the next. After that, we need 5 single crochets. A bobble stitch, a single crochet and a bobble stitch again. In the end, you'll be left with one stitch that's gonna be a single crochet. Chain 1, turn your work, do row number 14, which is gonna be a row of single crochet in every stitch. Alright, chain 1, turn your work. For row number 15, we'll start with a single crochet, a bobble stitch after that, followed by 9 single crochets, a bobble stitch, and end this row with the last single crochet. Chain 1, turn your work, do row number 16, which is a row of single crochet in every stitch. For row number 17, chain 1, turn your work and start with one single crochet, followed by a bobble, and then we need to do 2 single crochets, a bobble stitch next, followed by 3 single crochets, a bobble stitch, two more single crochets after that, a bobble stitch, and the last single crochet. Okay, chain 1, turn your work, do row number 18, which is gonna be a row of single crochet in every stitch. For row number 19, chain 1, turn your work and let's start with one single crochet followed by a bobble, followed by 9 single crochets, one bobble stitch after that, and end this row with the last single crochet. Okay, chain 1, turn your work, do row number 20, which is gonna be a row of single crochet in every stitch. Chain 1, turn your work, and let's do row number 21. For row number 21, we'll start with 2 single crochets, followed by a bobble, followed by 7 single crochets, a bobble stitch in the next stitch, and in the last you'll be left with 2 single crochets, and that's gonna be the end of your row number 21. For row number 22, chain 1, turn your work, do a row of single crochet in every stitch. For row number 23, chain 1, turn your work, and let's start with 3 single crochets. And after that, just like your row number 5, we need 4 pairs of a bobble stitch and single crochet on this row as well. So let's start with the first pair. That's bobble stitch number 1, single crochet number 1, bobble stitch number 2, single crochet number 2, bobble stitch number 3 and single crochet number 3, and the last one. That's bobble stitch number 4, and that's the single crochet number 4. Okay, and after this you'll be left with 2 more single crochets on row number 23. Chain 1, turn your work. Now all that's remaining for this block is 3 rows of single crochet and the border. So let me do that real quick, and I need 4 blocks like this. So I'm going to do 3 more of these blocks and then we're going to stitch them all together. So I'll just be back with 4 blocks of the smiley. Alright guys, so that's how my smiley block looks, and I've made 4 of these because I need one for every corner, and I'm gonna stitch them together. So as per the arrangement that I have decided on, I have to start with a smiley block and the block A. So let's do this first. Now the way I'm gonna do this is with a tapestry needle. If you're more comfortable with a crochet hook, you can do that as well, but this is really simple for me, so I'm just gonna use the tapestry needle. I'm just gonna use the blue colored yarn into this. Pull up some thread and my needle is ready. I'm not gonna chop off the other end just of now. I'll do that once I'm done stitching up the block. Now for every block we made sure that we have 25 stitches, and that's when I told you that if they don't have 25 stitches, it's gonna give you a trouble aligning them. So this is where you need to keep a count of the border stitches as well while you're making the blocks. Okay, so we had the 25 blocks and then 2 chains at every corner of every block. So what we're gonna do is, this is the 2 blocks that I need to stitch together next to each other. So I'm gonna just put this one over the other so the wrong side is facing me. Don't worry about the ends for now, we're gonna weave it up together at the end. But what we need to do is align the 2 chain corner of one block to the 2 chain corner of the other block, like this. So for my A block, my chain 2 corner is right here, this one, the big space that you see, and for my smiley block, my chain 2 corner is right here, and that is clearly visible. So hold your 2 blocks like this to the side that you want to stitch, and on these 2 blocks, the single crochets that you have made, you would have an inner stitch and an outer stitch. So for the A block, this is my outer stitch and this is my inner stitch, right? For my smiley block, this is my inner stitch, that's towards the inside, and this is my outer stitch, right? Got it? Okay, now what you have to do is you have to stitch together the outer stitch of one block to the outer stitch of the other block, and that's as simple as that. Okay, so let's start with the chain 2 first. So you have your yarn into it. Just gonna move this. So you have your yarn into your chain 2 space for now. Now put your hook into the outer stitch of the block of one block and put it through the outer stitch of the other block right here. Okay, and there you go. Okay, hold the other end a little bit tight and you should be good to go. So that's the first stitch that you did. Now this is the second, and through the outer stitch of the second, 2, that's third. Okay, pull it tight, that's fourth. So all you're doing is stitching together the outer stitches of the single crochet of the border of the blocks. Okay, so outer, outer, and like we have 25 stitches on the border, you should get 25 of these stitches as well. And keep doing this till you reach the end. And it's just simple. If you hold it like this, automatically the outer side would be the one that comes on your needle. Okay, keep doing that and you're gonna get a clean stitch on the other side. Let me do this. And there you go, you have a clean join in the middle. Doesn't even look like it was stitched up later, it just looks like it was all together right from the beginning. And this is how you're gonna stitch together all of the blocks. So let me do that right here in front of you. Alright, after lots of hard work of stitching in all of the blocks, I am finally done with this afghan, and this is how it looks. I weaved in all of the ends on my wrong side, so my wrong side also looks clean and nice. And after I was done with stitching the blocks, I did extra borders on all four sides. So I did 4 rows of single crochet border of the blue color, and I also did 4 rows of the gray color. This is totally optional. If you want, you can go ahead with doing some other border of your choice, but I just wanted to keep it simple because there's a lot going on the body of the afghan, and I didn't want to keep a complicated border. So you can just do as many single crochet rows as you want. I did 4 of one color and 4 of the other color, so that's totally up to you. One more thing that I could suggest is on the wrong side, if you want this to be a really fancy afghan, you can stitch in a piece of fabric all across the wrong side of the afghan, so the wrong side would also look really good. Another thing I want to point out is you are going to be stitching together 30 blocks on all sides, and that's gonna take some time. So please make sure that you're sitting in a well lit area wherein you can see all of these stitches very clearly, and also please make sure that you are in the correct position so your back is not getting hurt. And this is gonna take a lot of time, and it took me 2 days because I couldn't work on it after the daylight was gone. So just make sure that you are sitting in a correct position in a well lit area of your house or wherever you are working on it, and it would be really fun to stitch all of these blocks together. Speaking of blocks, one of my subscriber asked me if I could do a heart-shaped block that she could use in her afghan, and here it is. I'm gonna show you how to make this block in the next video, and you can use this heart instead of the smiley, or you can use a combination of the smiley and the heart for your afghan. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to make this in the next video, but if you want the written pattern, you can find it on my shop at pyracreations.com or my Etsy shop, and I'll put the links in the description as well as the pinned comment below. And the pattern has the written instructions for both the smiley, the heart, and each and every block that I've shown you in this series. So go ahead and do take a look. And it also has more pictures of the blanket, so you can see how the whole thing looks like, and I'm sure it's gonna inspire you to pick up the hook and start making this cute little afghan. I would love to see the beautiful variations of this afghan that you guys make, and do let me know about it in the comments on this video. And I have tons of beautiful crochet patterns that I want to show you guys, so make sure that you have subscribed to my channel and smash the like button if you like this video and the series. And if you have any suggestions for me for what crochet patterns you would like to see on my YouTube, I am all ears for it. Do let me know in the comments and I will reply to you as soon as possible. So I'm gonna see you next week with the video for this cute little heart pattern. Till then, take care and happy crocheting.